Yeah, welcome. I get the microphone here. Yeah, welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions here from Denver, Colorado. Everybody is at the South Florida Drone Meetup. Hope it looks like the weather is just fantastic down there. Hope everybody's having a great time. Saw some of the live streams last night and this morning. I tried to see if there were any other uh, live streams coming on from South Florida Drone Meetup, but I didn't see any. But hold on, Chuck is messaging me, and oh, he's giving me a thumbs up. Okay, great. Uh, who else? Do. And that is about it. Oh, there we go. Got that all straightened out. Oh, let's look. Let a few other people know that I am on now. So there we go. Great to see you. Alrighty, someone is also here. Oh, let's welcome our new little friend all the way from Johnstown, Colorado. It is Bucky. Let me get back over here to StreamYard so I could see myself. There we go. Yay, he's back. He's waving to everybody. That's great. Great to be here. Hey, how you doing, Bucky? Oh, I'm doing great. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Well, I'm doing pretty good. What's up with you? I hear you have some jokes for me. Yeah, I do have some jokes for you. Uh, how come Mary doesn't get pregnant? I don't know why. Because Ken is in another box. Oh my. Okay. What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball? I don't know. She gagged. Oh, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Well, we got Steve Knowles all the way from England. He's here. Hey, yeah, great to see you. And we got Jamie, and we got we got Keith, a Jager, a drone, and old man. He's here. And we also had Charles Goluski. Good to see you. And we got Bill. Oh, yes, Bill, formerly Chin Dynasty. Yeah, that's correct. And we got who else? We've got Warren. Yeah, Akirasho is here. Oh, well, great. It's great to be here. And so we got a pretty good crowd for everybody being in Florida. Yeah, it's great to be here. I hope everybody is having a great time down there at the South Florida Drone Arena. Yes, so let's get this show going. I'll let you go, and I will bring up our panelists, and maybe you can come back a little later. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, everybody, you all have a great time. You're going to enjoy this show. Bye bye. Alrighty, so let's welcome all the way from the cold state of New York. It is Charles. Welcome. Good to see you.
Everybody in the chat.
Oh, good. So you can understand what I'm saying. It's not in Chinese. That's great.
Well, my headphone wasn't translating what other people were saying, but when I turn it on, it says pairing in English. And all of a sudden, now everything it says to me, it says it in Chinese, and I can't get it out of Chinese.
Oh, okay. Let me say ni hao, and Deng Xiaoping and Mao Zedong and Zhou Enlai. Okay, that's all the Chinese I know. So let's welcome all the way from the land down under. It is Dominic. Yeah, welcome.
Morning, all. Good evening.
Good to see you. How's the weather down in your neck of the woods?
Shit ass.
Oh, well, that's. Well, here it's been cold and windy. Yesterday we were up in the 70s in windy, and the day before was a beautiful day. Wish I would have gone fishing Thursday. I saw on the weather app, it's going to be 75 on Friday.
Oh,
So I waited till Friday and walked out of work, and it's like blowing. I'm crap. So I didn't go fishing. So just stayed home and farted around on the YouTube and all that stuff. Let's say hello to John, the Pro Cut. He's here. Steve Knowles and Jody. Drone Shot is here. And who else is here? I saw. Oh, yeah, Keith, the Jeep Drone. No, old man. Keith, my condolences to you. Glad to see you're out and about. That's great. So, if you guys don't know, his brother just passed away. So,
my condolences.
Yes. So, great to be here. Looks like everybody's having a great time down there in Florida. And it looks like they're having wonderful weather down there. Wish I was there, but in a little over a month, I will be in the Philippines, where it'll be hot in the 90s when I get there. So, in China, I love you in Chinese is "wo ai ni," "wu nai," "wu nai ni." I don't know. Here, I'll let Charles translate.
I have no idea.
It's "wo ai ni." I guess the line above it means
Yes,
the hard.
you did, John. Lloyd was there.
Yeah, Lloyd is down there. I guess he's having a good time. I just haven't seen anything from him on YouTube or on Facebook. So he's probably a busy beaver down there, so to speak. Speaking of busy beaver, I've got some Bucky Beaver videos coming up, and those 2 jokes that I did, those are on those videos. So hopefully they'll bring me some views on that. Whoa, I need. Oh, whoa, I need. Oh, okay. That's how you. Okay, cool. I just need to learn how to speak Vietnamese or Hmong, because a lot of my coworkers are from that area of Southeast Asia. We got Joe Murica, USA Drone Flyer. Welcome. Good to see you. And we're not doing too bad on crowd wise. So Bill probably won't be joining us. He's probably has his hands full with the drone meetup down there. And we got Avada 2 coming out on, when is that? The 11th, which is what, the Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. Okay, cool. And so I guess there's another controller coming out for that one. So don't know if that controller is backwards compatible to the original Avada and some of the other drones. I don't know. It'll be interesting to compared the two Avadas. From what I understand, the goggles have cameras on the goggles, so you can actually see what's going on in front of you while watching your drone fly. It's kind of like those what is that? Those Epson glasses, where you see what's going on in the surroundings, and also get to see what's on the camera of the drone. And also, Bill the Drone Reviewer got the copy of the, what is it, the Air 2 or the Air 3? It's from
The Air 3, I
Congenial.
think.
Yeah. So that sounds interesting. And from what I understand, they look virtually the same on the inside. It's just that the parts are not interchangeable. Probably because it's proprietary software that makes everything run. Where on the clone of the drone is probably got its own firmware or hardware, whatever, for it. So that'll be interesting. ArtCo Drone Solution is Yi Shu. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing. They are licensed from DJI and they are manufactured in Malaysia to probably get around the tariffs that are put on Chinese products. So that'll be interesting. Other drone, it just sounds like DJI is now is the only game in town when it comes to consumer grade drones. Everybody else is, left the consumer market and gone into the commercial market, like drones that are really specialized for mapping and not not manufacturing. Oh, what is it?
For observing and maintaining machinery.
Yes, that's right.
Like in a railroad yard or a large factory.
Yes, or when they are doing construction. Yeah. Construction on a freeway, building a house, building a factory, so forth. And surveying too. Yes, that's right, John. That's
Okay.
Ji Jui Fan Ang. Okay. I like it. Have you guys seen the video? There's a guy, his name is Ryan Hale. And what he does is he goes on to these chat sites where he's talking to foreign students, especially in Asia, and he'll start off speaking to them in English. And these people want to learn to speak English. So depending on their fluency, he'll speak to them, and then he switches to their language, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
oh, you speak Indonesian? You speak Mandarin? Or he knows Spanish and Russian, which is and Tagalog too, which is cool." Okay. Mandarin and Cantonese. Okay, cool. So I took some of the chicken my sister gave me from Easter, and I deep fried it. Like when I do fish and chips, what I do is I put the fish fry coating on it, and I put in egg, and then I put panko on it, and then I put it in the deep fryer. Oh God, that turned out so awesome. And I used the sweet chili sauce. Oh man, that was good. Wow. So that was good. So tonight after the show, I'm going to make fish and chips. I've got some cod in the refrigerator. I'll do the same thing. And
Cool.
that's probably the best fish and chips right there, is if you do it that way rather than getting the frozen Gorton's fish and chips, or frozen fish, and sticking it in the deep fryer. This way you're getting, pretty fairly fresh fish. And these are fillets. These aren't like pieces of fish that have been mashed together into a shape of a fillet with the coating on it. Yeah. So, and what I do is I cut up my potatoes like French fries, and stick them in there, cook them for, God, a minute, maybe a little over a minute. When they start turning brown, that's when they're done. Pull them out of there, and I use the yellow potatoes. To me, that seems like it has a better flavor. Red potatoes work. It seems like the russets, the potatoes, taste kind of dry to me. What say you, Dominic? You're the chips expert, or chups as they call them down.
Oh, well, you slice the potatoes and then you pat them down so they're not too wet, and then you deep fry them.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we got Brian, Waypoint, New England. Good to see you. And oh yeah, trusty ArtCo fisherman. Yep. Which, by the way, I will be doing some fishing in the Philippines. Going to get my fishing gear together probably fairly soon here. I gotta get some saltwater rigs, so I need to get some pyramid sinkers. They probably have them. They're just, if I just get a couple of those, and I've got a pretty big stout rod that I might be able to get into my suitcase. And Brian says red potatoes is where it's at. Okay, cool. And so I'll be doing some freshwater and saltwater fishing. So I'll have two different types of rods. So one is more for saltwater, and the other one will be more for freshwater. And hopefully I'll catch some tilapia or some pacu, which they look kind of like a piranha, only they get big. They're bigger, where the piranhas are only a few inches long, and the pacus get like over a foot long.
Wow.
And
Do they behave like piranhas?
no, they don't have teeth like piranhas.
Oh.
Yeah. And and they've got all kinds of catfish down there. So maybe I catch one of those 300-pound river catfish that they have. Now they do have fishing on the Pasig River, which runs through Manila, and they've cleaned it up quite a bit. where it used to be like an open sewer because everybody would just dump everything into that river. If you all the tributaries would go into that, and you get this sludge with debris floating on. Now they've developed these barges that have skimmers that come along, and it's like a big wide Y-shaped rig out in front of it, and it scoops up all that stuff that's floating on the top, like plastics and used condoms and stuff like that. And scoop them all up. So now people are starting to fish there, and people are actually swimming in. I don't know if I'd want to swim in that water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Grant.
Grant. Hey, Grant. Good to see you. So, Asia's had a big earthquake in Taiwan. Dominic, can you tell us how strong was that?
I thought it was 4.8.
Okay, it's 4.8.
It's funny because there was a 4.8 in Jersey too.
Yep, that's right. That's weird. So you got your earthquakes on both ends of the world. Wow. So, yeah, John said the 4.8 went off in New England. I'll see what the Taiwan quake.
I actually think it was higher than that.
Yeah. Taiwan earthquake 2024. Oh, it was a 7.4.
7, okay.
Yeah.
Must have got it mixed up then.
Yeah. I think you got the numbers turned around.
Yeah.
4.7. Your dyslexia acting up again.
Must have been, yeah.
So the northern islands of the Philippines probably got the brunt of any tsunami action that went on up there. So hopefully James will join us a little later. He could talk to us about his trip to Tokyo. And he also put out another video of the home builds in his neighborhood, and watch that. And I'm just amazed at how quickly they're building, and the accoutrements of the house, like the recessed ceilings and lighting, and some of them have like 8-foot ceilings or higher, which is better, especially in a warmer climate, because it'll draw more of that hot air up to the ceiling, so it won't feel so hot. And I'm sure they all have what they call aircon. We call air conditioning down there. So, and I will be at James' house for a few days, and the plan is I am going to have Irene fly up and meet me in Manila, and my friend Nancy is going to pick her up because her flight is in the morning and my flight will be in the evening. I land at 6:15 in the evening. Hey, Rob, good to see you. So Nancy will bring Irene back to the airport, and we will meet up with James, and then so Nancy could finally meet James, and same with Irene, and go to their house, and hopefully, well, he normally does a Saturday night party out in his pavilion out back of his house, and hopefully we'll get there around 8ish and get the party started. And I'll bring a bottle of Screwball, which
Yay.
I think they'll find interesting. And I'm sure I'll meet Gerard, his neighbor from cross street, and some of his other neighbors, and possibly Romeo of Caribbean Construction, who is a friend of theirs. Oh, and then there's Richard Wagner.
Richard.
Thank you. Good to see
Yeah,
you.
Richard.
And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my Chef Boy RD uniform, and I will do a video with James' wife Ness on some Filipino cooking. So that'll be really interesting. Get a nice video out of that, and do some. I'll do videos for ArtCo. We'll have some drone videos, and we're going to do a live show from down there, and then you guys will get to meet Irene, and I'm going to try and see if I could get my sister on the panel. If she can't get on the panel, at least if she watches, then she could meet Irene as well. No, Richard, I said neighbors. I didn't say gay birds. So that'll be interesting. And then later on Sunday, we'll probably walk around the neighborhood and see some of the home builds there. And Irene's cousin, Nelia, and her husband, Chris, they have a lot down the street from James, and it's for sale. So we'll go down there and she could check it out, and maybe Monday, because I will be in that area up until the 14th, and then Irene and I are going to fly down to Cebu, and we will meet up with my friend Cecilia, aka Purple Shadow. That's the name of her channel. And by the way, her sister Yuri is in Cebu right now. She just sent me a photo of Yuri and herself down there at her new home. So I wish I was there to finally meet Yuri, and she just lives down, 100 miles from me. She lives down in Pueblo, Colorado, and she was married to an American that lived down there, and they got a divorce. Both of them are remarried now, and so she's still living down there. She is a CNA, for those who don't know. That's a certified nursing assistant. And so we'll go see her. We'll be in Cebu until the 18th. And then Irene and I will fly to Dipolog, which is on the island of Mindanao, which is on the northwest side of the island. And then we will get transportation to Bakungan, and that's where Irene lives. And then I will get to meet her family, her mom and her kids and her nephew. And we got Michael, cool cat. Good to see you. Good to see you. And so I will be there until the 25th. Fly back to Manila. my goddaughter and her mother are going to be in Manila, and I will spend at least a day with them. I'm going to take Ella to Star City, which is an amusement park that's right next to the Mall of America. So
Okay.
we'll have fun there, and she's going to get a Bucky. That's going to be her present. And then I fly back on the 27th, which is, that's going to be flying to and from, that 14-hour flight. It's just, but what I'm going to try and do is get bumped up to business class. If they have an unsold seat, if I get one either at a huge discount or free would be better, then I could fly in business class and get one of those nice cozy it's like a cubicle, and it's like your own little pod, and you got your own view screen to watch movies, and a little table area, and you could tilt those seats back. It's almost like a couch. I mean, you could go way back, and I could sleep like a log, or sleep, very comfortably on that flight. So we'll see how that works. I know I've got a business class flight from LA back to Denver. I was able to get an upgrade there, where it only cost me $30, 30 extra bucks to get bumped up to business class. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. And which helps me on my Delta Sky Miles on that. So next year, I'm going to try. I'm going to really try hard to go down to the South Florida drone meetup and go do that. And then the following month, go back to the Philippines. And that'll be the trip where I will start to get things together for the move, and really get going on that. So, and then if I live in the Philippines, then I'm closer to Australia, and maybe one day Irene and I could fly down to Tasmania and visit her sister and I guess her brother-in-law down there. They live in Swansea, and so the capital is Hobart. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm. And she works at a vineyard, and right now they're harvesting grapes, and it's just amazing. When you see grapes that are grown at a vineyard, I mean, they don't look like the grapes if you grow them yourself. I mean, they come in great big clumps of grapes, and it looks like the grapes themselves are the size of ping pong balls. I swear, that's how big they look. So those get trucked over to a plant in Hobart. So, John says he's going to go next year too. Oh, cool. Cool. I'll finally get to meet you and a whole bunch of other people that I didn't get to meet last time. I know Billy Kyle is there, which is cool. Haven't heard if Ken Dono's there or
Yes,
not.
I saw him.
Oh, okay. Good.
I saw him at Sticks.
Okay, cool. I know Uncle Extra Medium is there. Saw him on Friday. So Jim and Jordy Beauchart are there. I saw Mike W. Blade. He's there.
Mhm.
And who else? Just a whole bunch of people
Yeah.
that I haven't met the last time I was there. So yeah, Bob Casey. I met Bob a couple times. I met him at Spin Up when I went in 2019, and he was just I think he was staying with Mel because there was a mix up on the hotel room. So he ended up staying at Mel's room. So they worked something out. So who else is there? Well, Marcus Crawford and Ron Brown is there. Yep, I saw them. So I saw Ron and Marcus there last time I was there, and is Mike from Copper State Aerial? Is he there too?
Yep.
Yeah, met him there. Bill is probably busy with the South Florida Drone Meetup because he was running the live stream, and they're probably out to dinner right now. I don't know if they went to, what is the name of the place, Hooligan or Hands or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, last time I was there, we went to, I think, Cheddar's, and boy, that was really good. Lon's down there. I did see him on Bill's stream. Yep, Lon's there, and yeah, a whole slew of people. I met Lon the last time I was there, and when I went to the first one, Adrian Mateo was there. Yeah. So we got. Warren, did you get your toffee yet? I was a little late on getting the toffee out because Monday we had another ice storm come through and my car door was frozen shut again. Hey, Don, good to see you. So I had to wait until sun up to where it got warm enough to where I could open up the door. Actually, I had to get one of my neighbors to help. Oh, we got Jim Beauchart. Where's Uncle Bill? Isn't he with you, Jim? He's probably out to dinner with the crew down there. I don't know. Yes, and I met Tammy and Max and Jasper the last time I was down there.
Mhm.
So that was cool. Let's see. Yeah, I stayed there till Monday, went fishing with the guys. We got Jody, Drone Shots. Good to see you. And
Ready?
I did some fishing. That's where I caught that huge turtle down there. It was one of those long-nosed turtles. And God, it was huge. And let's see. And then when I went down there a year ago, February, but Drone Angel. No, I did see Deneen down there. He was there. Oh, hey, let's welcome let's welcome wherever he is. It's Bill Ronayne.
Hey.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
I realize I can't hear you guys even a little.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't able to come in there tonight because we've been busy. Oh, you got Ron Brown. Aren't you excited to have Ron in here? Let's see how we can put Jim
Yeah,
Booth.
Jim.
Oh,
Hi, Art. Hi, Art. Chuck.
Right.
Jordy Booth here.
Jordy.
Now. Hey, we're live on Artie's show.
Hey, how are you, everybody?
Come on.
Artie's show.
Right.
Hey, yeah, look, we got some other people over there. Nobody's impressive as Ron, but we got other people. They're just the other people. They're just the other people. The other people. They're just the other people.
That should be a name of a show.
You got Lon, and you got Billy, and you got Kenny, and you got some other guy. You got Scotty. Say hi, Artie's chat. This is Artie's street. John Flynn, Bob, everybody. Everybody say, go say hi to Johnny. Johnny Joe Buyer is here.
Johnny going on our film show tonight?
Huh?
We going on our film today.
So
that's from the thing.
dinner after the fact. I'm gonna step outside. Maybe I can hear you guys.
I recreated the picture.
You did that just now? Oh.
I'll tell him to read the recommend you over there.
All right. And we got other people here too. This is live on ArtCo Drone Solutions, bro.
On ArtCo
That's right,
Drone Solutions.
that's right, Friday.
Art, how are you?
Marcus, and all the bigwigs are here.
You got art?
Yeah, we got homeless people from overseas. Steve,
If you want me to tell you that,
I'm not from overseas, but I'm from Texas.
well, it's still like another
It's more
country.
like overseas.
Still like another country.
aren't you in the Philippines?
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay.
Not
It's
until
going.
next week after.
Yeah, a couple weeks from now. Too much involved, in such a short period of time. But these guys are from England and Spain. Have you ever been to Spain? Spain, yeah.
So what line? Spanish.
Drone
¿Dónde
seekers.
está el baño?
It's over. It's over. Yeah,
Where's the bathroom?
yeah, I know. And we're not.
Yeah, but you see, you wouldn't say that in Spain. You know, aseo. No, no, what is aseo?
Aseos?
Aseo, yeah.
No,
No,
they
that's
have-
baños. Then you shower.
So you'd say, ¿Dónde está?
I can think of like 7 or 8 steps to find a Mexican and answer how they say it. If you'd like. We have a couple around, Drone Seekers International is here. That's what these guys are. And they say hi. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna go outside because we can't hear what they're saying. I forgot. I forgot. Well, he's live. This is ArtCo Drone Solutions. Speak.
Hey, I'm Tanya from Tinyville Adventures, and I'm having a good time here. It'll be great.
Awesome. Very good. Oh, you guys settle already. Yeah.
Hey,
Everybody's having a good time.
yes.
Most English people eat white out of the beans.
Let's hope it doesn't go like last year.
No.
I've never seen your eyes so big. Don't let his sugar get too low. Bad things happen. All right. Pretty, huh? All right. Step outside for a moment. Hope you feel like you're part of the crew here, because you guys are part of the crew. Look at this. Everybody had to park like a half a mile away to find a parking spot.
You got it.
But Billy
Got him.
pulls around and gets a spot with his Tesla right in front of the damn. I'm in the next county. park in a dirt parking lot.
He's on ArtCo's live.
You guys suck. The guy behind us, man. He rolled right in behind us.
It's all timing. Timing is
It's all
everything.
about timing. It really is.
Yeah, it is. That's all right.
He meandered out of the hotel like a 7. Rolled up his short.
Too funny.
Yeah, we literally rolled in. Boom, there it was.
This is downtown Jensen Beach. You can see the that's the out that way is the ocean. This is the intercoastal waterway here, and this is Mulligan's Beach House Bar and Grill. Pretty popular place. As you can tell, parking is an issue. This is a quaint place, you know. It's got some weird shops.
Hi,
and
John.
people. Oh, can't believe we pulled up right in front of the place. Anyhow, I mean, we're not kidding. We parked like 2.5, like about 1/8 of an aisle that way. It's all timing. Here you got little cafe places all the way up the street here. It's nice. It's nice. I wish I could hear you guys. Cause,
Yeah, we wish you could hear us.
let's see. What'd you say? Oh, I heard that. What?
Yeah, we wish you could hear us too.
Why? You got something interesting you say today?
No,
Yeah.
we're just listening to you yammer on, and
I just thought I'd pop in, apologize for not being in the stream. Just give you guys a little few minutes, a little treat of what we're doing that you're missing.
yeah, that's great. It's
Got
great
run
to
down by
see
a
everybody
motorcycle
there.
gang. I almost got run down by a motorcycle gang. Quite the party atmosphere down here.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys are talking about really important stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
Are you? Well, we all wish you were here, all kidding aside.
Yeah, I wish I was there too. And
Yeah.
so did you get to meet Lloyd?
Oh, absolutely. Spent a lot of time with Lloyd. Lloyd was he was at the meet and greet last night.
Oh,
And he
wonderful.
was, at Sticks where I work, and he was at the meetup today. I think those guys, they went to a different place. I mean, like I said, this is really, really tough down here to get a spot and this and that. And I had suggested there's a good buffet that's close to the hotel. I think a bunch of the guys went there because there's no way we'd ever make a reservation for like 50, 60 people,
Right.
There was, ended up being well, I saw the names signed up that showed up, and it was over 100. There was 140 actually signed up for the meetup. So
Cool.
I don't know what the final number is. I'd have to ask Ray. But it was
Cool.
it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Very long, very tired. There's actually pictures of me sleeping during my live stream today. I fell asleep. So Scotty and Bob Dempsey took my picture and posted it on my Facebook page.
Awesome.
Yeah, I only nodded off for probably 5-10 minutes, but sometimes that's all you need.
Yep.
Give me a little rejuvenation. I better get back inside. I still haven't ordered my food. Oh, I did order my food. Never mind. I got the lobster macaroni and cheese.
Ooh,
Dessert.
yummy.
Better be good for $31 on a cheapskate.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been interesting if that truck hit his Tesla. Aren't you so lucky that you got right there in the front?
Mm-hmm.
ArtCo Drone Solutions.
ArtCo, yep.
Hello, ArtCo Drone Solutions, the best show in the airways.
Yes.
Is Art in the?
Huh?
Is Art in the?
Philippines? No, not yet. When are you
No,
going to the
Are you in the
Philippines?
Philippines?
May 10th.
May 10th.
You can actually hear that.
Yeah.
May
Mhm.
10th. Okay, a month now. May 10th.
Yep.
Well,
Rob Camarda, he thinks he's not famous, but we know who he is.
I am not.
Mhm.
Little peon.
he's the man that skipped Long Island.
Someday I hope to be a big peon.
Well, I have to get back inside. My margarita's almost here.
Oh, you got a
Oh, great.
margarita.
Oh,
You're going a little off the deep end.
No,
aren't you?
I'm not driving. I'm not driving
So
today.
you're just free to do whatever you want. Okay, all right, that
Yeah,
sounds good.
yeah.
Don't mix that.
There you go.
Margarita, stay with margarita.
You cut me off when you feel I'm getting out of hand, right?
No, that's not happening.
That's what
I
you- that's your job.
gotta see him out of the end.
Hey,
That'd be awesome.
he's cutting me off.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll help you in the car. Anyway, so I'll leave you guys to it. I just thought I'd check in and
All right, Art.
Thanks for coming.
Art. Oh, we won't say nothing bad. All good about you.
And tomorrow we're gonna be flying at Dolman Beach, Dollman. So stop on down to Florida and
They didn't invite me. I'm just learning about this now.
we do it every year.
So I wasn't invited. I wasn't invited any year. You
Oh
hear
my
this?
God, this whole
Any year. That's
he's a
it.
little insecure, I think. Is
I'm
what-
walking home
Yeah.
to New York. That's it. Done.
But no, it's good. It's a beach.
Art okay. He's in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't invite Artie either.
Yeah.
He's a big little deal.
Or is it little big deal?
He's a little big deal. Lloyd was taking up for you today, Art. Every time somebody said something bad about you, Lloyd agreed with him.
No, I stuck up for you. So today at the South Florida Drone Meetup, a few of the people had said you stunk. I replied to them and I told them like shit you do.
Yeah, you can see why he's a big deal.
Well, Johnny needs
yeah,
to get
yeah,
some
so
sun
it's been
on his
fun.
head.
Been a lot of guys having a good time. And
Great.
like I said, we're gonna fly tomorrow. I'll probably go live for a little bit in the afternoon. I'll invite you guys in if you want to do it.
Awesome.
From the beach, like there's Dolman Park on the one side is where the fields were where Max was flying his plane last year,
Right.
and then you were there, Ron. And then the other side there's a beach.
Yep.
And you can either go to the beach or just fly over the treetops. There's a break there and fly over the water, which is probably what I'll do. And we're gonna do a little dinner, and then we're gonna go live tomorrow night. But it won't be late because Monday morning we're on the boat.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean it's just nonstop, like 4 days in a row.
Yep.
I wonder why I'm napping in the middle of live stream.
All
But anyway, I'm gonna take off, guys. Thanks for putting up
right.
with me.
Thanks for
See you later.
coming, Bill. Bye-bye.
Ciao for now.
Awesome. Oh, let's get everybody. Yeah.
What have you done?
Oh, there we go. We're back. Hey, we got Angie in the chat, and we got Justin, Infinity Gaming. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, that's great. Great to see everybody down there at the meetup. And oh man, the food. Well, what we could see of the food looked good, and what Bill ordered sounded delicious. Oh, also, in about a minute, please put hashtag toffee in the chat and you can win some toffee. So get that going. And Warren was the big winner last week. And hopefully he got his toffee either today or Monday. He should be getting his. And so the toffee is dark chocolate, so it'll be good stuff. Not that the milk chocolate isn't good. They're both excellent. And we got Jane and the better half of Nana's Attic Welcome,
Jane.
welcome. Good to see you, Jane. So that's what's going on. So while we're waiting for everybody to get their hashtag, I think it's time for a beaver shot of Stranahan's. Yeah. So I've got quite a bit left. I polished off the what is it, the creek water whiskey. So Warren said the toffee came today. Awesome.
Right.
Cool. So I think my one of my Bucky videos is up right now, so hopefully that'll get some views. You know what's weird? I put a couple Bucky videos up earlier this week or a few days ago, and it seemed like the one that I had posted for 9 p.m. didn't do nearly as well as the one that came out at 3 a.m. That one just blew up like crazy. So I don't know what. So I think the last one that I did is almost to 500 views on it, and not quite the 1K that I do that I get for the Mary Burke videos or the Coco Star videos. I do have a Coco Star video coming out either tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow. So you'll see that and enjoy. So let's go do a beaver shot. Yeah, beaver shot of Bucky Beaver. Yeah. Yeah. Stranahan's is pretty good. It's got a little bit of a vanilla flavor in it, and it's only 86 proof. So, and I'm starting to get warmness on the tongue, so the alcohol is starting to take effect. So, anyway, so let's bring up the okay. Let's see if I can find the okay, there we go. The giveaway tool from StreamYards. And then we could do hashtag toffee. So we got 7 comments. Come on, guys. Let's do a little bit better than that. We got 22 in the chat. We're kind of light on the on our views tonight because of the South Florida drone meetup. So we got that. Yeah, let's get that up there. Let's get up over 10 or 15 would be really good. So let's work on that. So Steve Knowles has chimed in, which is good. I think we're up to 8 or 9. Yeah, we're up to 8. So let's get that going. So, Dominic, are you going to get the Malaysian version of the DJI drone, or are you going to just kind
I
of wait?
don't know yet. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Yeah. How about you, Charles? We can't hear you, Charles.
I've lost him.
Yeah, where's your mic? Turn your mic on. Please stand by.
No.
Please stand by. No cones for me, John says. Okay. And here's the weird thing about it. The price differential is what? Maybe $100? I don't know. $100 might be something to look into, but right now with my trip coming up, and my retirement coming up in a couple of years, I'm really cutting back on drones. I'm not going to buy any more drones. I'm happy with my Avata that I've got and my Air 2, and I've got the Mavic 2 Pro, which I'd like to sell it, which would help out. So that'd be nice. That could help out. That what I'm trying to do is get my my debt situation to where it's very little or no debt. So when I go to the Philippines, I don't have that payment to worry about. So it's going to be a lot of work, and we're up to 9 entries. So we're almost there, folks. Almost there. Get your burner accounts out. So ProCut is trying to sell us his Air 2S. Oh, there you go. 825. That sounds about a pretty good price. My favorite drone, you know what? For my FPV drones, the Avata is my favorite, and that's what I've been using quite a bit lately because it's small and easy to just get going. Where the Air 2, which is what I'm going to bring to the Philippines, I do have the standard controller to it, and what I want to do is get it bound to that, and that's what I'll bring to the Philippines, because I do have a smart controller that will work on the Mavic 2 Pro and the Air 2. And if I had a Mini 2, it would work on that as well. And I would be willing to part with the Mavic 2 and get the Mini 2. And that is a lot easier to handle. And speaking of Mini 2, is I have this. I don't know what I'm going to do because I bought some stuff with it, and I got the Mini 2 case, and it came with some Mini 2 props and a battery. So if anybody needs another battery, that would be awesome. Yes, I have the original smart controller, which I got in the trade when I had the Autel Evo, the first one. I traded that for the smart controller so that I could use it to fly the Mavic 2 Pro and the Air 2. And the nice thing that I like about it is it has its own view on it. I don't need a cell phone to get everything going. Well, looks like we're at 10. So
Okay,
let's
Charles.
go ahead and Charles dropped off. So
He's going to try and reboot.
yeah. So let's go ahead and Dominic, do you want to do the drum roll? In 3, 2, 1. That's kind of weak. Oh, all right. 3, 2, 1.
No,
Not
not going to work then.
All right, let's go and do it.
Yeah, just do it. Yay!
Oh, Steve Knowles, I know you live in England,
Yeah.
and it's going to be quite expensive to ship to England. You have two choices. You could gift it to somebody, or if you want to at least pay half for the shipping, I would be willing to pay half for the shipping. The shipping is
Send toffee to Chuck and Laurie.
Chuck and Laurie. All right,
That's
you
where it's
got
at.
it. I got their address. I'll do it. Thank you, because I know they love the toffee. So that is what's going on. And I did get a couple purchases from the Goodwill auction. I picked up an Asus Chromebox CN60. So got that. Trying to get it going. It came with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of SD RAM on it. I'm like, holy crap, that is just like tiny. But it's an i5, so it's a newer i5 than my my laptops that I've got. So it's probably close to an 8th generation, which is not too bad. And it's got an HDMI port on it, and it's got another digital display port on it that has 20 pins, which be kind of interesting to see if I could find something that I could plug it into. That'd be cool. It's got USB 2s on it. It's got 2 or 3 of those ports.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got what is it? It's got the micro SD, but takes the bigger ones. So I've got an adapter somewhere around here. Oh, here we go. It's one of these.
Yeah.
So it'll I could put one of those
SD card
micro.
holder.
Yeah. So that'll work in there. So that gives me a way to bump up some more storage. And what else did it have on there? Oh, with the USB ports, I could get a 1 terabyte flash drive to throw on it. So that's more storage on there. So what I may do is upgrade the M.2 to either a 256 or a 516 put on. But it's one of those short guys.
Mm.
And it's the kind with the two cutouts on instead of one. Yeah. That an NVMe, I think that's what.
NVMe, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get one of those, and those aren't very expensive. I just ordered 16 gigs of RAM, and they're sodiums, and I got them for $20.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so those should show up maybe next weekend. So I could throw those in there, and maybe that's why it's not, because what I did is when I first got it is I pulled everything from this laptop and I plugged into that, and it came with a power supply, and I got nothing. So either the RAM is bad or the SD, the small solid state.
Yeah.
Yeah, M.2. Yeah. And it's proprietary, so it takes Chrome.
Danny.
Hey, we got Danny. Hey, Danny, good to see you. So the operating system is different. So I'm interested into seeing what kind of operating system. I know there is a way to you get set it up to where it'll run like a PC. So be kind of interesting to see how fast the Chrome's OS works. Yeah, because I've never played around with Chrome, and there is a way you could update it to Windows 10, which I will probably do down the road. And the way you do it is there is a right protection screw that you just have to remove, and then you could format the drive and then put Windows 10 on. So that's probably what I'll do down the road. The other thing that I got is I got a Dell E5450 laptop. And it's an i5, it's 8th generation, but it doesn't have an M.2 slot in it.
Oh, okay.
So, but it does have SD, what is it? God, what's the name of the when you use a hard drive, it's not IDE, it is the next one. It is.
Well, there's SATA and eSATA.
Oh, SATA. Yeah, that's what it is. So I'll probably put an SSD drive in it, maybe half gig in it. And those are pretty cheap. They're like, yes, that's right. Another trucking channel said.
Hello.
Oh, we got Jim at Jim Stroni. Good to see you. And let's see. Oh, I'll upgrade the RAM on that. I think it's got either 4 or 8 gigs on it. I'll probably bump that up to 16. And I'll give that. Oh, and it came with the COA Windows 10 sticker, Windows 10 Pro sticker on it. So, and I do have a flash drive that has multiple OSs on it. I could put, if I wanted to, I could put Linux on it. I've got Linux Mint, and Ubuntu is another one.
Yeah.
That's the most common Linux software. And then it has Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. So we'll see if I get even upgraded to Windows 11, which would be interesting. Yes. Hmm. So it's a 14-inch screen, which I think it's a little bit bigger than this laptop. And if it runs well, I may take it with me to the Philippines and give it to Irene. Yeah. Then she'll have a laptop she could do her schoolwork on and store all the her papers on a drive, and then when she goes to school, she could go wherever the printer is and have it print out. Because right now she does everything longhand on a yellow pad. That's how she turns in her papers. Yeah. Nope, it doesn't have a floppy on. I don't think this one even has an optical drive on it. Yeah. So, oh yeah, 486 is like, oh god.
Yay.
That's going back to my Wayback Machine. I think the fastest 486 I had was either a 100 megahertz or a 120 megahertz. I think that was the fastest you could get before going to the first generation Pentiums. Yeah. Yeah. And I played around with, you remember the AMD Athlon chips?
Yep.
Yep. Played around with those a bit. Yep. Those were fun. And also, way back in the Wayback Machine, who remembers Cyrix?
Yep.
They were like the cheapest CPU you could get. And they were only around for, what, a year or so? And then they just disappeared. Don't know what happened. And who remembers compact computers?
Yep.
And then there was Packard Bell was another one.
Yep. Which became Hewlett Packard.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When they merged with Compaq.
Right. That's right. Yep. Yeah, I had both of them at one day. And what I do is, back in the day, I would get the computers really cheap and upgrade them as far as I could, and then move on to another one. And I didn't get a laptop for a long, long time. And the first laptop I got was a 486 laptop that had what was called you remember paper white VGA?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was black and white VGA back in the day. It was better than the remember the orange CRTs? Yeah, oh god.
Yeah.
And I used to have them all. I had that, and then I had the RGB VGA monitors. And the biggest one I got was a 17-inch.
Yep.
And that thing weighed a ton.
Yeah, and it took up a lot of room too.
Yes, it did. And when I got that, I got it used at another, it was like a liquidation site that liquidated all kinds of office stuff. I think it was called Office Liquidators. It was online. And I got this big, huge monitor. And at the time, I lived in a 2-story house. And I'd have to lug that up the stairs. I would do it one step at a time. I'd pick it up, move it up one step, and then keep on doing that until I got all the way upstairs. And then I had an office chair They had no armrests. And it was one of those great big, it had leather seating. It was that green leather.
Yeah.
And I just brute force lifted it up, put it on that, rolled it into my office, and then like lifted it up and put it on my desk. I built this like little cubicle thing where you could slide your keyboard in and out.
Yeah.
I made that out of plywood and I plopped that on there and it put a big bow into that. Boy, it was a pain in the ass trying to slide the keyboard in and out. Man. And I had that for several months and finally got rid of that and got my first flat screen. And I think it was a 17-inch.
Mhm.
And it was like, wow. Couldn't believe, oh, this is light. Jesus Christ. Yeah. And my first flat screen TV was a Dynex that I got. I think they were having a sale at Best Buy. I bought 2 of them. And I think they were $150 a piece. And I got one for the living room of my house. And I bought another one. It was for my mom's bedroom when my mom was still around. And now my sister has my mom's one. She's got that in her bedroom. So, and the one that I had, I upgraded to a 42-inch TV. I forgot what model it was. And my dad made this, it looked like a hutch for storing your wine decanters and wine stuff. It was, I don't know, 2 feet high and had doors that pulled out and you could get your crystal and all that stuff. And he made it so you could put a 36-inch TV in it. These were the old CTR TVs, and it fit perfect. And when those they switched over to flat screen, look, it's Mr. Sleepy. It's Chaz.
Hello?
You're back.
Can you hear me?
Hello, we hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Good. So you got your audio all fixed and
Not really, because although I can hear you through my computer speakers, I can't hear you through my headphones. So
oh, okay. Well,
let's.
sorry to hear about that. So we were talking about old school computers and the old CTR TV screens.
Oh, the old stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I had literally an old television screen for my very first computer, which was a VIC 20. And
cool.
then later on I had an Amiga 2000.
Yeah.
And that used the old CRT style of monitor.
Uh-huh.
I need a toilet break. I'll be back.
Oh, Jane wants to know where's Bucky? Right here. Bucky is right here. Well, hi, Jane. Good to see you. How are you? Good to have you in the chat. Hey, I need to fix your hat. You need to. Oh, he's styling. So he was looking like he was in the hood with the hat down. So now he's like styling. There you go. And we got Jim Cerrone. Hey, Jim, how are you doing? Good to see you. And the nice thing about it is, at least his right hand can move. There's no finger hole for that other hand, and so it's just a little thing where I can put my index finger and I can move his head like that, and I could wave with his other hand. So yeah. So when I went up to Bucky's last week, my sister found these. I was going to just get there were the kind that Bucky was like a wrist, a little toy thing, and it had a wristband for like little kids that I was going to get. Or I could get the plush toy, which was a little larger than the Bucky's hand puppet. And then she found that, and I go, that is perfect. And these are $10 a piece. So, and they're nicely made, and it's got a little Bucky tail, beaver tail. So, yeah, I thought Ella would really enjoy that. Yeah. So, Dominic, I don't know where Dominic, he probably had to, he either go pee after drinking all those Fosters, or Vegemite needed to go outside. I don't know. So, what else? So how's the weather? And did you get a lot of snow out there?
Not really.
Oh,
we only got a couple of inches in my area.
yeah.
But it was crazy.
Right.
So luckily it was all kind of wet, and it rained afterwards. So
Right.
after a couple of days, it was literally all gone.
Oh, okay. Sounds like about here when we had our last snowstorm. It just last Monday we had an ice storm here where, yes, I got to work late because I couldn't open up my car door. It was frozen shut. Oh, Nana said they got 8 inches there. That's what she said. So Mark wanted to know if you felt the earthquake. No, I think he's far enough away from Joyce.
Well, it was weird because I didn't feel it, but people that I know that live an hour north of me did feel it.
Wow. Okay.
And a couple of people close to me said that they felt it, but nope, had no clue what was going on.
Okay, cool. And like I said earlier, Taiwan just had a 7.4 earthquake. So Margie did a video on that where you can see some of the stuff in her house moving around, which was interesting to see that. So, and she's been doing a lot of live streams lately, which is cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, how far away is Lebanon from Margate, where Ron Brown lives? Okay.
Are both of those places in Florida?
No, Margate is in New Jersey. There is a Margate, Florida. So, yeah. So, yeah, Margate in New Jersey, that's where Lucy the elephant is located. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, we did get a dusting of snow through that ice storm, but it was a mess because everything was just coated in like ice. And so I had to wait till the sun came up, and I was out there I'm yanking on the car door, and I see what my neighbor across, she's at the apartments across the way from me. And I said, "Excuse me, could you help me out here?" And she yanked, and it popped right open. And then she helped me scrape the ice off, which was really nice. Oh, he thought the epicenter was in Lebanon, New Jersey. Oh, okay. I think you're about right. Yeah. Oh, there he is, Mr. Dominic.
back.
He's back.
Yeah.
He had to go get some coffee.
And toilet break.
Oh, yeah. I see.
How's that? Yeah, I was able to time it perfectly.
There you go. There you go. So, that's what's going on. So, you're getting Dominic. What are you getting? Mostly rain or just cloudy there?
A little bit of sort of like misty rain and fairly cloudy, and it makes it really a sort of like a dreary sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to put up with this for the next 3 months.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Irene's complaining that she's got a deep well at her house, and it's dried up. They haven't been getting any rain, so she's got to go look for another place to get some water for her house. I'm like, oh, holy cow! So I told her you need to get a cistern. So that's when the monsoons come in, she could fill that up, and when the dry season comes, she'll have enough water there. Okay, he said, according to Alexa, Lebanon is only 120 miles from Margate. Oh, cool. Now, some of my Revolutionary War ancestors are from Lebanon, New Jersey. And I have some ancestors that are from Bombay Hook, Delaware.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, their house is on the historic register. It's the Alley House in Bombay Hook, Delaware. It was built in, I think, early to mid 1700s. Yeah. Yep. So, what else? Oh, watched World War II this morning, and they were talking about, what happened during World War this week, 79 years ago. So we have the invasion of Okinawa happening, and we got the French, British, Americans they're breaking out all over in Europe, and they're heading east, and and right now there's negotiations going on in Italy, northern Italy, where the German forces want to surrender in the northern part of Italy, and the Russians are pissed about it because they're like saying, well, we're hearing all this shit and you guys aren't talking to us. Typical. And the Russians are saying, oh no, Berlin's not our objective right now. Yet in a week, their objective is going to be to drive on to Berlin. So So they got the invasion of Okinawa, the invasion forces, no opposition. And that's because the kamikazes are coming down from Kyushu. And so the Navy is having to deal. Oh, look at Vegemite. Oh.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on there. Oh, and then there was a suicide run of the Yamato that left Sasebo, Japan, and they only had enough fuel to go to Okinawa. And their objective was to, beach themselves in Okinawa and become a kind of a gunnery platform. But they never made it because they were intercepted by the U.S. Navy and sunk. It took 20 bombs and several torpedoes to sink that ship. That shows you how resilient that ship was. It was the largest battleship ever built, and it was over 75,000 ton displacement. And it carried the largest guns, 18.1 inch shells. And they developed a shell called the Honeybee. And what it was more for anti-aircraft, where they would shoot at a formation of planes coming and the shell would explode with the phosphorus. And the phosphorus was supposed to land on the planes and cause a fire. But then they found out how ineffective it was. All it did was it made for a really pretty pyrotechnic display. That's about all what it did. So you got about, you're coming to about 1 month left in the war. So things are starting to happen. So it'll be interesting to watch this show and how it all unfolds. And I imagine what will happen is then it'll go into the post-war phase, and then it'll go on into the Korean War, and then we'll be talking about that. And who won the toffee? It was Steve Knowles, who gifted it to Chuck and Lori. So, and I imagine then after the Korean War, then he'll talk about the French Indochina War, and then that'll go on into the Vietnam War. Yeah. So, and they already did an episode on the Cuban Missile Crisis, which was very, very good. So I highly recommend that channel if you want to see historic stuff. Their very first one they did was on the Great War, and that was what was called back then. And what they did is they actually did a day by day what was happening during World War One, which I found really fascinating. I got to learn the names of all the generals and all the different battles. It was like, wow, and that was the war that basically ended a lot of monarchies in Europe. And so then after World War II, that gave us the ending of all the colonial powers, especially British and French and Dutch colonies, because the Dutch had Indonesia, they had that would be Dutch East Indies.
Yep.
And then the British had to give up Malaysia, and then eventually they gave India its independence, and then India split in two, and then there were two Pakistans for a long, long time. There was West Pakistan and East Pakistan. East Pakistan later became Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
And Ceylon changed its name to Sri Lanka.
Yep.
And all the African colonies were all given their independence, mainly in the 60s is when it happened. Yeah. So, welcome to ArtCo Drones and History Channel. Yeah. And so Dominic, when did Australia they're now a Commonwealth right now, or are they
No, we are a Commonwealth.
okay.
That was January the 1st, 1901.
Oh, okay. And Canada, when did they become
I couldn't tell you that one.
okay. And New Zealand was originally going to be part of Australia.
Yep. It was going to be the 7th state.
Yes.
They couldn't nut it out, so it went on to become...
Right. So they basically said, F you, we want to be our own state.
And I say not necessarily. It was more, they just couldn't work out the terms of it. So they just went out on their own.
Yeah, it was also a logistics nightmare too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for many years there's been a common passport until just recently.
Right. And let's see.
Almost.
Right.
Warren, you'll find that they are slightly in circulation now.
Oh, okay.
I'm told that some of the coins we have, we are seeing King Charles on there.
Right.
I haven't seen it personally, but I've been told about it.
Right. Here's another interesting fact about this channel, Time Ghost History, which runs World War II, is right now, there's a famous English gentleman by the name of Lord Louis Mountbatten.
Yep.
And he was really big on what was going on in Burma.
Yep.
And who was he married to? Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I was just going to say, just went straight out of my head.
And now, wasn't he assassinated by the IRA?
In 1979, I believe he was assassinated by the IRA.
Yeah. Not individual retirement account, but
no, the Irish Republican Army.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. Oh, Cool Cat say he had a couple Irish coins, 50 peso.
Hey, pence.
Okay. Oh, we got Lon Denard. You know what? Hey, Lon, do you want me to send you a link? I could do that. Oh, we got Lon Denard. You know what? Hey, Lon, do you want me to send you a link? I could do that.
Hey, Lon, do you want me to send you a link? I could do that.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that if he could jump in, and he and his little pillow mate Billy Kyle could join us. Londonard. There we go. Let's try that again. Because for some reason my
Another trucking channel.
yeah, it's really weird. If I go onto YouTube and it'll ask me, you need to sign in. I'm like, well, wait a minute, I'm on YouTube. I'm watching my stream. What's going on with that? And we got Bob Casey. Bob Casey.
Bob.
And let's see. We got Bob. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Don. I bet you didn't. So where are you going to view the eclipse? Okay. From what I understand, isn't the eclipse going through Arkansas?
It goes through most of the eastern states.
Yeah.
And travels northeast.
Right. And it goes through New York and
New York, yeah. Niagara Falls,
New
Buffalo.
Hampshire, and
it goes through most of Texas.
oh, he said the Boot Heel of Missouri. Oh, down by Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluffs area. Okay. And who was the famous conservative host from Cape Girardeau? Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So there's some more useless information that I know. ProCut said he was going to go to Bloomington, Indiana. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cloud cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about cloud cover during total eclipses. We had one here in 1976, and it was mostly cloudy, but we saw some of it at least.
Oh. Okay, there you go, Paducah. Hey, you know what? I've been to Paducah. That's where Ken Herron does his radio show. Yep. Did a show there in Paducah. I think it was a one-nighter. Nice little town. Had a good show there. A fun place. Another place that I went by, Alton, Illinois. Did you know that Alton, Illinois was also going to be the home of the Air Force Academy?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's one bit of trivia I found out about Alton when I was out there. That was cool. So it ended up here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Yep. And you know, the city of Washington, D.C. was originally a diamond-shaped state, or not a state, but District of Columbia. But because the Potomac splits it in two, the Virginia side didn't want to become part of the District of Columbia because District of Columbia had too many restrictions on settlements. And one of the restrictions was you had to have federal buildings over on that side. And they said, screw you, we don't need that. So that's why District of Columbia is now on the northeast side of the Potomac River.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to Alexandria, which used to be part of District of Columbia and was also property of Robert E. Lee.
Oh, okay.
So after the Civil War, he was forced to give up that property, which is now Arlington National Cemetery, where what president is buried there? John F. Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I believe Robert is buried there. I think he's buried there. How does he qualify because he was part of Attorney General? Because that's kind of a federal. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I thought only people that served in the military could be buried there. So, but there are national cemeteries all over the United States. We have one here in Denver, which is Fort Logan, where my father, my parents can be interned there, which I'll probably do before I move to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So Bob wants to know, are you going to get the Avada too? Probably not, because right now I am focused on my eventual moving to the Philippines. And right now I'm at a spot where I need to get my finances in a situation to where I don't have any or very little debt when I get over there, so I don't have to worry about, oh shit, I got that credit card to pay this, that, and that. So I'm going to be really diligent about taking care of that, so that when I move over there, that I will be able to get funding to, if I get some property there, that I could start building there and move Irene and her family up there. Where she lives right now is very hot, which is in the mid to upper 90s right now.
Right.
And so it is a good close to 10 degrees difference up there in Luzon. And being, and I'm trying to get somewhere near where James lives, where the elevation's high enough to where it's not going to be blasted hot.
Mm.
Would love to be near the water, but the closer you are to water, you got more humidity and it's hotter down there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's worse than being hot is hot wind.
Yeah,
Oh,
humidity as well.
Yeah. So working on that. Renting would be really cheap because I could rent a 3-bedroom home for $500 a month.
Okay.
That's how cheap. So gonna get with Irene, and we'll have that long talk about the future, which I think it's going to be a long future for us, and we'll talk about delegating authority in the household. And you know how it is. You got the stepfather, and you got to get those kids to realize, hey, you can't just rely on mom. Hey, I'm a boss too. So going to have to get together with the whole family and say, this is what's going to happen. And no, you cannot sleep with mommy and me. You're going to have to sleep in your own bedroom, which is kind of a tradition in the Philippines where a lot of family members sleep together. And it's like, that's not going to happen with me. There you go, Don. You need to be like the storm chaser. You need to be the cloud, not the cloud chaser, but the clear sky chaser. Get up early and look at your weather map and see where the cloud cover is, and go, oh, that's where we're going. There you go. So what are you doing, Don? Are you stretching, or you got a cat that's stuck on your sleeve?
Mate, I'm filling my bike.
Oh, okay. Because it looked like your elbow was like right there and couldn't.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you were
I'm on,
oh God, I'm stretching. I'm like, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, get your lungs full of that fluid there. That's not good for your lungs. Yeah, there you go. But as long as it's not nicotine, hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
The things we do.
Yep. So last weekend I went to my sister's house for Easter. And right when I walked up to her door, I noticed a little business card stuck to the door. And it said Jefferson County, and it had a person's name on it. And they were asking for my brother-in-law's older brother. And so I took the card out, gave it to my sister, and I said, well, it looks like the county's looking for your brother-in-law. I hope he's okay and he's not in any trouble. Found out later that he had passed away.
No.
Oh.
And that was the county coroner trying to get a hold of her. Yeah.
Mm.
Because right after, I'd left, she looked at her phone and her phone was blinking. So she checked the phone and it said, please call us. And well, yep. So evidently he got sick and ended up in the hospital. And then when they discharged him, he was at some hotel not too far from where he lived. And that's where he passed away. Yep. So, yeah. And I didn't find out about his death until I saw it on Facebook. My niece posted that. Hey, we got Mike, Copper State Aerial. Good to see you, Mike. Hope you're having a good day at South Florida Drone Meetup. Enjoying yourself at Mulligan's is the name of the place. I knew it was
It was close enough.
Yeah, we said hooligans, it was Mulligans, yeah. And we got we got James in the chat. Welcome, James. Hope you could join us here. I sent you a link, and you could tell us about Japan and your waffles, too. So let's figure out what he said. Two-Face eat in something last night. Time for what? Shut eye?
Probably. There's an Indian flag in there somewhere.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Good night, Warren.
Good night,
Oh,
Warren.
so the dog poop. I'm medicated. Okay. Wanna be sedated 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
I wanna be sedated. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Paul, we got Mike, and we got Michael Cool Cat. Yep, we got the cool cats. Yeah. So I told you about the chicken. I had roasted chicken at my sister's.
Yeah.
Which was really good. I really peeked down. I was just like so stuffed when I got home. She says, "Here, you can finish the mashed potatoes." I'm like, okay. So oh, I'm in Sofa King. We Todd Ed. Okay. Alrighty then. So I got the leg and a thigh left over. So next week I will deep fry those, and those will be really yummy. So I found a really good way to do battered, whatever, whether it's chicken, fish. Ooh, you know what I'd like to try is get some eggplant and coat it like that and deep fry it. Ooh, and get some spaghetti. Oh, make it like a eggplant parmesan. Get some Parmesan cheese. Put that on it. Oh boy. Mm-hmm.
Here, I got a little thing I got in the mail here today.
You did.
It's not drone related. It's something I ordered, and I haven't been able to open it yet. So
live unboxing.
Why don't I? What?
The live unboxing now.
Yes.
There you go. Let's make Charles big. There we go.
Now this is a lens I bought for my camera.
Ooh, awesome!
I got a very nice eBay gift card at Christmas time.
Awesome.
Now, there we go.
There you go. Is that your Beetlejuice shirt on there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bumblebee.
Okay. Oh,
it is.
nice.
Nice.
It's a Rockin' On
Good.
12 millimeter 2.0
Ooh,
wide angle lens.
wide angle.
Well, it's extra. It's like a super wide angle lens for,
Kind of like a fisheye.
well, not quite fisheye. No, I didn't want to get fisheye, but I got it for
That would
doing
be
like
on
landscapes and
Don's
stuff.
Cool.
That's pretty much it. The
Awesome.
lens comes with this nice little
Cover for it. Awesome.
hood that snaps on.
Oh, good. Cool. And what kind of camera do you have?
A Sony A6000.
Okay, Sony's are good. Yeah, I've had Konicas, and they take good pictures. Yep.
Well, my old film camera, 35 millimeter film camera was I had two of them. I had a Pentax K1000 and a Ricoh KR5. Essentially, they're the same thing. They have the same mount and everything else.
Right.
And then it just got to be ridiculously expensive to purchase and develop film. I mean, but it got to be, and this is quite a long time ago. Got to be like $30 to buy some film and get it processed.
Wow.
So my first, I got a tiny little digital camera. Barely, I mean, literally, I'm not kidding. This thing was barely the size of like a Mars bar, and it was a little Sony Pocket camera.
Right.
And at the time, it only took like 1,200 by 1,600 pixel images, but they were really nice. I mean, it was really, really nice. And ever since then, I've just been, a total Sony camera guy. So, yeah,
Oh, check my mail. All right, I will, James. Probably gonna say can't
this
make
is
it.
the camera that it's supposed to go on. So let's drop the lens. I hope it's not fatal. Oh, where's the...
Okay. Oh, okay. I will. Okay, let's see if I could. All right.
Well, it seems to be working.
All right, so I'm going to show what James just sent me. Don't know if you could see this, but and I'm going to make that big. Let's see if you guys can figure out what it says. Tui, limey, India, coconut last night.
Is that India or Mexico? Because that little that could be really the two flags are very similar.
Yeah, no,
looks like an Indian flag to me.
Yeah, it's got the round wheel with the spokes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
India coconut.
Oh, did you have some
Too
curry?
much tequila, maybe, or too many margaritas?
Ah, okay.
Too many margaritas. Is that two men? So it's too many.
Uh-huh.
Lime. Too much lime in the coconut last night.
Oh, okay.
Time for pancakes.
Okay, there you go. All righty. Cool. Cool, James. Hope you could pop in for a bit
Yeah,
after you scarf down some pancakes. And let's see. Well, I went up to Bucky's, took my sister, got a breakfast burrito. And the thing, I mean, they're huge. I mean, they were like 8 or 9 inches long, and they were like 2 inches wide by an inch and a half. I mean, they were thick. And it's like, there's no way I could eat one of those by myself. So we just bought one, and that was just enough. And we got the green chili to put on it. Oh God, that was so good. It had eggs, cheese, sausage, and potatoes in it. Boy, was it good. Mm-hmm. So we got that. We ate that, and then we went back in, and that's where I came back with Bucky. So got Bucky, got some. Oh, and I polished off the fudge yesterday. And oh God, their plain fudge, is out of this world. Really nice and smooth, chocolatey. Oh man. So I think I like that, and then I like the fudge and caramel with sea salt on top. Ooh, that was good. That was really good. I also got the chocolate mint fudge. That was good, but you know what? That's further down on my list. Then I had the fudge with M&Ms on it. That was really good. Yeah. I think I moved that up next to right between the fudge caramel sea salt, and then there's the fudge caramel. That was pretty darn good. Oh well. Thank you for that explanation, Don.
Yeah. Don't know.
And you notice that the Beatles, their music changed over time, where they were more bubbly pop, music in their early day, and then they kind of got into the psychedelic stuff later on. And if you look at the Yardbirds, they were the same way, but they were more rock and blues.
Yeah.
And then when they broke up and became Led Zeppelin,
yeah.
Their music really changed. Now, early Led Zeppelin, they took some of the old Yardbirds material and changed it around, like Kashmir, Dazed and Confused. I'm like going, I hear the two difference, and the lyrics are different, but the music is the same. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's different. And the Yardbirds did Train kept it rolling, and that's been done by several other bands. That was and then there was and their music changed because of the different guitarists that came and went with the band. Like Eric Clapton, there was some of his influence in it, and then Jeff Beck came in. And today I saw a really interesting story about how Jimmy Page went from playing Telecasters to Les Pauls. And he liked the sound of the Les Paul, but because the one that he had was a black Les Paul standard they used in studio, and he just didn't want to lug that around on tour because, being on tour was rough on guitars. So he had, where he got that Telecaster? That was Jeff Beck's Telecaster.
Mm-hmm.
And it was owned by their producer, because the producer owned all the equipment and the musicians just played it. And it wasn't until he went into Led Zeppelin that Joe Walsh had a Tobacco Burst Les Paul, and he said he just gave him one because Joe Walsh had several guitars, and he's, here, man, take this one. And that's the one you see him play on a lot of the live albums. Yeah. So, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So where he liked the Telecaster because it had it was louder because that bridge pickup was more like a P90 single coil on a Les Paul, but it was kind of prone to hum and microphonics. So when he got the Les Paul with the humbuckers, that's gave him a really big sound, and he was able to do some experiments, and that's where the violin bow the violin bow thing actually came out when he was with the Yardbirds, because he was doing that with Kashmir, where he did the famous bowing part. That was on that's. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on. James, hurry up, get on here.
Are you sure he's
I'm
coming
running out
on?
of shit to say.
Are you sure he's coming on? I mean,
I
thought he was trying to tell you that he's having his pancakes now.
Yeah, but he usually comes on after he eats his pancakes. Yeah. I wish he would eat his pancakes a little earlier. We got a schedule, damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dominic, getting back to some of your Australian history. Now, wasn't part of New Guinea part of Australia?
Another one that was initially going to be.
Right.
Papua New Guinea rather than Timor-Leste.
Right. Now, Papua is the east side?
Yes. I was just trying to think of it.
Yeah. That's more in line with Australia, right? Where the western part is part of Indonesia.
Yeah.
Right.
I forgot. I can't remember what they used to call it. East Timor. Sorry. Yes, East Timor is what they used to call it.
I thought
and it became Timor-Leste now.
Okay. I thought Timor was an island that was in that area.
No, it's further up. The actual part of it was East Timor. It's now renamed. So that whole area where you've got Papua New Guinea, then you've got the other Micronesian, Fiji. There's a few others in that area.
New Caledonia?
New Caledonia. Most of the Micronesian and New Zealand, Australia, that area is referred to as Oceania.
Oh, okay. Right.
And that whole the whole area is pretty much, I'm not going to say Australian owned, but it does have close links.
Right. And my father was on some of the islands that are off the mainland of New Guinea, but it was called New Guinea. But he was at Biak and Newham Hollandia, and Oral Bay.
Yeah, because you've got Kokoda as well as Sandakan, which played a part in World War II.
Right.
And then you've got that whole area, and then you had the Japanese bombing in Darwin in 1942.
Right.
And that's basically when Australia got into the war.
And what island was Rabaul on? I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, it's gone. But from the geography point of view, when you look at Australia, it is almost the size of the US when you take out Alaska. But we have 6 states and 2 territories, and one territory, which is the Australian Capital Territory, was created because there was a main fight between Melbourne and Sydney.
Oh, it was on the island of New Britain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
yeah, it's on the it was on the Bismarck Sea, and the island next to it is New Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Britain.
And the mountain there was Mount Sinuit. And then if you go down the coast, you got New Britain, Kimbe, and if you go up the coast, you could see. All right. Okay, cool. Because when that's right, Grant. He said that. Yeah, New Britain.
Yeah.
And so my dad was part of the island hopping campaign, and I think it was either Newham or Oral Bay was the jumping off where he went to Leyte, Philippines. And that's where he followed maybe a week or 2 after the landing. And so they landed just south of Tarlac. No, Tacloban. Tacloban was the first major or big Philippine city that they liberated, and Ormoc is on the other side of the island. So, yep, and that's where the Battle of the Philippine Sea happened.
Yep.
Where we had something like 5 battleships that were just waiting for the Japanese fleet to come. And one of them was the battleship Nevada, which was sunk at Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
And they were the first ships to unleash a salvo that sank one of the Japanese cruisers. Yeah, which is cool. And so he was there for a while, and then he went to Clark Airfield, which is in Pampanga, on the island of New Zealand, which is east of Lingayen Gulf, and that's where there was another landing that happened there, and that happened in late February of 45. So that's where, when they landed there, they headed south to Manila, and that took 2 or 3 weeks to get to Manila. And boy, that was a bloody battle in Manila. MacArthur thought that the Japanese would rule Manila, an open city where there wouldn't be any fighting, but no, turned out to be house to house fighting. And then you've got the walled city of Intramuros. That's where the old Fort Santiago is, the Spanish fort. And the walls are like 10 feet thick and 20 feet high. And I've been there. It's impressive place. So if you're ever in the Philippines, go there. One of the places I really want to go is, oh God, it's that island where everybody was holed up on. Oh, jeez. Can't remember the name of the island. Corregidor. Yeah, that place I want to go to. Another place I want to go to, but you can't actually get on the island, is Drum Island. And you know why that is significant? That was a concrete battleship.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it was an uninhabited island, and basically what they did is they chopped off the top half of the island, and they just filled it with cement, and they put a couple battleship turrets on it. And it had 12-inch guns, and sadly, it was destroyed. The turrets are intact, but the guns are wrecked, and sadly, there have been some salvaging where 1 or 2 of the barrels have been cut off. It's like, man, you don't want to save that for history. It just kind of pissed me off that they did, because when they basically, what they had to do is they dumped diesel fuel down the ventilation, and they basically had to incinerate the Japanese that were in it, because they weren't going to give up. So they liberated that, and if you go inside it, it's like a huge carved out area where they had like a great big room where you could feed several hundred troops there. And they had a magazine store where they had the projectiles and the gunpowder stored. I mean, it was literally like a battleship, because they had, these great big guns that could pretty much cover the whole Manila Bay from there. So it's not looking like James is going to pop in. So I'm going to shut her down pretty soon here. So I want to thank everybody for coming to the show. I knew it was going to be kind of a light show. So So you all have a great night, and we'll see you all next week. And take care, and see you next time. Keep them flying. Bye-bye.
Good night, folks.